It is the happy hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into the happy hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary with you as always.
Hello.
Rico has come in and dropped a bomb.
Yeah,
And
I think it's a simple one.
has the bold take.
I don't think it's bold. I think everybody should agree with this. It's 20.
There's
it's
no
20,
way.
No. It is 2022. There are 0 ways in hell you should be getting catfished.
402-464-5685. The Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you. Is it easier with all of social media? Is it easier to get catfish nowadays?
You should not be catfished.
Now,
everything there's cameras on your laptops, you have
There is.
webcams, you have cameras on your phone. If you want to see what somebody looks like and they say, "Oh, my camera is broken," you're getting catfished. It's simple. It's simple.
Okay, I can see that, I
If you
suppose.
are talking to somebody for multiple weeks, multiple months, and you have never seen their face, and every time you ask them for something in which you could see their face, not a still picture, because you can Photoshop those. That would make it difficult. I'm talking about a video conference call, whatever the hell you want to call it. If you haven't done that with whatever person and you've been talking to them for weeks and months on end, you're getting catfished. I don't care. It's 2022.
Time out. Okay, so it's a red flag to begin with. It's a red flag to begin with if they don't want to talk or like face-to-face, FaceTime. There's that situation where if it's going on for months and you haven't seen them or talked to them on the phone, oh my God. You haven't talked to them on the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's a red flag in itself if they don't want to talk on the phone. The reason we're talking about this before we bring Nathan in, because he just strolled on in here, before we bring Nathan in, the reason we're talking about this, Manti Te'o's documentary releases tonight. And I'm actually pretty interested to watch it because I don't know if you guys remember when it happened. Well, obviously you do. But I remember hearing and making a big joke out of, dude, Manti Te'o doesn't have, thought he had a girlfriend and doesn't. So with that being said, hello, Nate.
One, Manti Te'o was innocent. It got blown out of proportion, and it never should have. Also, he was robbed out of the Heisman. Johnny Manziel didn't deserve it.
Ooh, whoa.
Yes,
you don't think Johnny Manziel deserved the Heisman?
Had 8 interceptions as a
That's
linebacker.
True. That is true.
And had over 100 tackles. He should have been the Heisman that year. He came in second. But
you're saying Johnny Manziel shouldn't have won the Heisman?
No. Look at the stats. Look at the numbers. But what I was trying to do, because I heard Rico saying you can't get catfish, I think you guys are misinterpreting the term catfish. Because catfish, technically, you can meet someone and be introduced over a video camera and still be catfished.
If they're just not who they say they are.
They don't look. I mean, like, you can go in front of a camera and I look great. I do it every day. You see me in person. I have a lot of people say, "Wow, you look better on camera."
Yeah. Which is
no, don't you say it.
It's the
you're not allowed to say it.
It's the complete opposite.
Here's
the thing. It's the complete opposite. Who's the guy in Lincoln? Thomas in Lincoln came in, said that the camera actually takes weight off.
Oh,
I was like, really? He says, Nick, you look thicker in person. I was like, no way.
I feel like he was just saying that to be rude.
You catfish Thomas.
Maybe I catfish Thomas.
Technically, that is catfishing in the literal sense. But
yeah.
in Manti Te'o's terms, no, that is unacceptable.
Like
everybody keeps saying like deep fakes and AI generated all this.
Dude, I'm saying, dude, with Tinder and Hinge and all those dating apps and like Christian Mingle and Farmers Only or whatever it's called.
Farmers Only, nice.
Like all these.
Nice drop.
Thank you.
You don't have to be.
Yes.
So with all that, I think it's easier to get catfished. I would imagine.
You mean in the sense that you believe that there's someone
who loves you
that you're talking to that you don't know?
That it's
exactly.
that it's whatever person, but in reality, it's your neighbor who lives 3 doors down who was mad at you for stealing their rake.
Who's a 63-year-old man.
Well, the problem with Manti Te'o, if you guys remember correctly, he went to the press and said very explicitly, yeah, my girlfriend died. I'm playing for her the rest of the season.
Yeah.
When he didn't have to say anything because he never met her.
I remember all these big conspiracies of like Manti Te'o is in on this.
Probably.
Well, that's something. Manti Te'o was a captain for the Saints. People forget that.
Well, it didn't get drafted by the Chargers first and then went to the Saints.
And he was a captain.
He was not good with the Chargers.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. Manti Te'o was innocent. It got blown out of proportion.
I'm not saying Manti Te'o's guilty of anything. I'm just saying I think it's pretty easy nowadays to get catfished.
I think he's guilty of being dumb and getting catfished.
Rico, here's the thing. I could go find, I'm not going to do this, but I could go find a picture on Google. I could search attractive woman on Google, and I could send it.
You do that?
If you were single. Yeah, that's how I do it.
Attractive woman.
So
for you.
I could then if thank you, Nathan. If you were single, all right, I could be like, hey, I'm Tiffany, and you would think I'm Tiffany until that's catfishing.
Technically,
Tiffany is not a name I would be attracted to, so you're off base right there. So,
well, I don't know. Maybe that was a little too far-fetched.
But I do think if Manti Te'o went to any school other than the University of Notre Dame, it would not have been blown that far out of proportion. It's just like Duke and basketball. I think if he played basketball at Duke, it'd be the same. If he played at any other school, it would not gotten blown up to that. I mean, like it was
really.
It was literally on national news. Like this was further than sports.
I know it was
on every news outlet in the world.
I don't know about any other. If he would have played at Texas, it would have been the same reaction.
I don't know though, because the thing about Notre Dame that season, you got to remember they went undefeated and went to the national championship.
They got
absolutely smacked.
They got blown out
because Manti Te'o was playing for his dead girlfriend. So
that's right. Somebody said
that's why.
That's
why.
Drumstick.
They went undefeated.
Yeah, Drumstick says, "Wait, Manti Te'o said his girlfriend died. What? Yeah, he said he was going to play for the rest of the season.
That's
for her.
the only reason they went undefeated is because of him.
I think that's why.
I also think
if he would have been anywhere else, they would have gone undefeated.
He
played for Manti Te'o and his dead girlfriend.
Maybe.
Wow. I also think that in this documentary, I've seen a couple trailers. I believe they talked to the person that catfished him.
That's what Bach was saying.
That's super fascinating. I am all for this. Like,
didn't end up being a guy?
No, I think it was just a girl that did not look the way that she was said.
Are you sure?
On the show Catfish, it's usually a guy.
That's why
that is true.
That's
the MTV. Because do you know how that started? The guy
got catfished.
The guy got catfished on his own. So he's like, I want to set out to find everybody else that's getting catfished. And you hear some of the stories.
Bro, I'm just telling you, if it's been months and you keep asking, hey, can we FaceTime? Hey, can we have this video conference call? Whatever. And they're like, oh, my camera's broken. Oh, I can't. I'm busy. Oh, I'm doing that. No, shut it down. Stop sending this person money because that's always what I had. They're like, oh, yeah, I've sent this person $3,000 because I love them. Be like, no, stop it.
That's when it gets unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see. Hold on. So here's the trailer. I just got to fast forward because they like, yeah. Yeah. No, this is the girl that catfished him.
Okay.
Yeah. So just not what he thought she probably looked like.
No, but then, but he still said that she died.
That's true.
Yeah.
That was part of it. Like, that was the big deal.
Oh, okay, okay. So Henry helps us out on the text line. It was a guy. Now she's a girl.
Okay.
So it was one of those situations.
Okay.
So, interesting.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean,
don't get catfish.
Fairway Jesus with a good point. How does Manti Te'o have a documentary and the 95 Huskers still don't? They were supposed to release that. They were supposed to release that 1995 documentary and like on ESPN 30 for 30. They had it like not signed necessarily, but they had it in the works, and then it just completely fell through. They were supposed to do one on. Then they put out those like Big Ten Elites on Big Ten Network, and those just don't do it justice.
The Big Ten Network should have nothing to do with any documentary ever.
Yeah.
No offense to the Big Ten Network, but they have their own set of issues.
Bach is not happy about. You don't like Big Ten Network?
The My Journey.
He loves Big Ten Network.
Oh my.
The My Journey things on the Big Ten Network are actually good.
They used to be good.
I like those.
The Journey on Big Ten Network used to be good.
Never seen them.
Well, that's right.
All this reminds me. Bring back Stump the Schwab.
How does that remind you of something?
I
What
don't
is
know.
Stump the Schwab?
You're too young, Nick.
He
It
would
was a
understand.
guy named Schwab. I don't even know. Was he an analyst for ESPN? I don't know what he
I
did.
think he was.
But he just knew everything about sports trivia, and they would bring in random fans,
Really?
and then he'd challenge them, and he almost never lost. It was incredible.
So it's like the Beast in what's that game show where they have the Beast sitting up there and they got to answer the trivia questions?
no, it's more intense than that because they'll be like, name the 2007 Dallas Mavericks, and then they just have to rattle
They
off
have to
names.
rattle them off, and he
You just
does
rattle
'cause
off names
For some reason, he's got a big brain filled with just sports knowledge.
and it's crazy. It's nuts. But yeah, you should watch it sometime. Super cool.
Yeah, Drumstick says Stump the Schwab was fantastic.
Stump the Schwab was
They
awesome.
were like Week 5, 2007, Miami. Who'd they beat?
It's like the
Yeah,
Sean,
and he just name it.
it's like the Sean McVay thing where he can go back. I don't know if you guys have seen that, where Sean McVay, there's a reporter that goes and talks to Sean McVay in practice and mentions a game and a certain situation. He's like 3rd down and 7 on the 36-yard line. What play did you run? Sean McVay remembers it to a T. It is fat. He does it like 6 or 7 plays, and Sean McVay knows him right away from 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's fascinating.
Stump the McVay.
Stump
Speak it
the
into-
McVay.
Is that
speak it into
real?
existence.
Is that
It has to be
scripted?
real.
Is that what? Have you seen him do it just like right away? Have you seen him do it that wasn't on camera and you don't know if somebody asked him about it?
Are you
before?
really questioning whether it's
I
like a
don't
big
know.
thing that Sean McVay knows?
I don't know.
Same thing with like LeBron or whatever.
Seems real.
You know what I want to see? I want us to do a Stump the Bach and do Nebraska trivia. Because I will say, after having done a radio show with him for like 6 months,
With Bach.
I've never met someone that knows
That's why
more
I
about
think
Nebraska
Bach.
sports.
That's why I think Bach and
Bach and
Vershawn, Bach and Vershawn will be really good together because they have tons of history knowledge and Raph.
Bach and Raph.
I've done the show
Or
twice.
Sorensen.
Nah, sorry.
No, and I know Sorensen's listening.
You
Come
don't
on.
think?
Sorensen doesn't know what he's talking
All
about.
right, never mind.
Nah, Sorensen
I
knows
take
what
it
he's
back.
talking about. He's just not on the level of Raph.
Stump the Bach. That's what we need to do. We need to get the text line involved. We need to have a day where it's everyone, they call in, everyone can face off against Bach for Nebraska sports trivia. Like 1994 Nebraska. You just got to rattle off players.
Aaron Davis.
All right. Well, yes, I understand. Okay.
Thank you, Bach.
Not in the literal sense, but
Boom.
I'm saying that would be a good example. And then see who can go the longest. Vershawn could probably name the whole damn team.
Well, I mean, come on.
I would hope so.
Of course he can.
I would.
Okay, maybe Rashawn's a bad example. All right, Stump the Bach. Speak it into existence.
All right, Stump the Bach, I guess.
Someone sponsor
All
that.
right, that's gonna be a thing on Water Cooler now.
Stump the Bach.
Okay, perfect.
That's good. You guys
wait,
give
hold
out
on.
free
Time out.
food.
Time out. So hold on. That will require Rico to plan a game show every day.
Mm.
How'd that work out for
He
you
doesn't.
guys last time?
He doesn't like that idea.
When did I have to do that? I've
He never had to
do that. He
prepare.
had to.
I thought
I
you
had
guys
to.
did it.
I
He
had
had
to.
to.
How'd
Yeah.
that work out
It
for you?
didn't.
Well, it just stopped working.
It didn't.
It just stopped
I could
working.
do it.
Stump the
Oh, yeah?
Bach?
Yeah. I got 2 hours before
Here's the
I
thing.
even start.
So I'm taking over early break next week for Sorensen because he's gone. So Sip and I got to do the show on Monday, and I'm already thinking of shut up Sipple topics.
When
I'm-
does Sip leave?
Tuesday? So then I just have it the rest of the week.
Stump the Bach would be probably the easiest game show we ever created to actually do. You could be like, who did Nebraska play during the 2007 season?
Who was
Just
the
name
lead,
teams.
Who was the leading receiver on the 2008 Nebraska team?
Well, no,
Nate
that's
Swift.
that actually might be right, but no,
don't
that
know.
it can't be one question. It has to be back and forth.
Actually, you know what? Hold
it has
on.
to be back and forth.
Okay, I'm a huge Nate Swift stan. Okay, Nate Swift needs to be talked about more.
Where did that come from?
Thank you, Bach. The
Bach
duo
is nodding his
the
head
duo
in the
of
studio.
Nate Swift and Todd Peterson at wide receiver in the like 2008ish range.
Who would have been the quarterback then?
Was it Joe Gans?
Oh,
Would have been Joe
alright.
Gans.
I still got to get my Joe Gans
That-
jersey. now I think
That roster and the text line will help us out 402-464-5685. So 2008 Nebraska stats.
Jory says that Stump Box should be pretty easy since he's a Texas fan.
Ooh, there's a meme out there. It's
Got it.
true.
Fine Bach.
Yeah, so Joe Gans was the quarterback. Completed 68% of his passes, 25 touchdowns, 11 picks.
Joe Gans was nice.
Joe Gans
That's
was
why
nice.
I'm getting his
This,
jersey.
dude, this 2008 roster for Nebraska was not bad. They had Roy Halou Jr., Marlon Lucky,
Why'd you say it like that?
Roy Halou Jr.
You like paused.
Oh, did I? My bad.
Who's the
Marlon
leading receiver.
rushing and receiving.
No, see,
It would be Nate Swift,
Look at
63 catches, 941 yards, 10 touchdowns. Todd Peterson was second with 62 catches, 786 yards and 4 touchdowns.
So this is how, if we were playing Stump the Schwab right now, Nick, for example, if you're wanting to use 2008 Nebraska, it would be
Niles Paul.
Name the
God,
receivers.
This team, man.
That it was Niles Paul, nice.
Niles Paul, Mike McNeil. I mean,
that's what it would be. It would be name the receivers on the 2008 Nebraska roster, and you'd have to go back and forth. So it would be Bach and
that'd
then,
be tough
and then
after
an
a
opponent.
while. That'd be tough because
tough.
after you get through like Nate Swift, Todd Peterson, Mike McNeil was a tight end or a fullback. I can't remember which one he was. Tight end, yeah. This is awesome. All right, let's go.
I'm excited for this game show.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna happen. You know, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen on the happy hour. It's not gonna happen on the happy hour. I can tell you that.
No, because Bach's not on the happy hour.
Darn right. God, dude, like Nate Swift was nice. I like Nate Swift a lot.
What is it with you and Nate Swift?
I don't know. I think oh, here comes Bach.
Oh goodness.
Do you not like Nate Swift? It's you gotta grab the other headphones. The other headphones work.
Yeah, those ones don't work.
Yeah, there it is, Bach. Oh yeah.
Can you hear
I
us
still
now?
can't hear you.
You can't hear us?
You gotta take the multi.
Oh well, you gotta
and push
take
it
the
all way
multi,
down.
push it all the way down.
All the way down till it clicks.
Nope, down. The other down.
The other down.
Yeah, there it
the
is.
other down.
Oh, I can hear you. My last jersey that I got, my last Husker jersey, Nate Swift.
Really?
Nice.
God, that's awesome.
When I was like,
we should try to figure out a way to get
Pawn it
Nate.
to Nick.
We should find Nate Swift and get him on the show.
yeah,
What is he doing these
You think
days?
that's possible?
I don't know. I don't know where to find him.
he's a fairly good punt returner back in the day too.
So
Underrated.
here's a funny story. So we had an endowment dinner in 8th grade, and Joe Gans was the guest. It
There's no
was
other guest that I would want.
it was great. We had like a college game day setup, and Joe Gans was up there making
Did
his
you have him
picks.
sign a football or something?
Yeah, I didn't. It was like an endowment dinner, so it was like for silent raffle stuff. But Joe Gans was there. It's the first time I ever met Joe Gans. Yeah, drumstick
How many times have you met Joe Gans?
once at the endowment dinner.
What are we
First
doing?
and last time.
First
It was
time
the
I ever
only
met him.
time.
So I just followed
The
Nate
only
Swift
time.
on Twitter. His last tweet was from 2016. So
Ah,
it's not happening.
He's probably not active
It's not
anymore.
happening on there.
Yeah, see, here's Sten. Swift housed a punt return against the Hokies.
All right.
Yeah.
Who ended up winning that
Damn
game?
right you did.
Who won? Was it Stan or Sten?
Sten.
Sten. Hey, Sten. Who won that game? Who won both games? As a matter of fact,
Why
the
are
home
you-
and the away.
Hey, chill out, dude.
Hey, look, you come at my Hokies. I'll give you a little bit of a pushback.
Here's so
clap back.
Tater says Niles Paul had bad hands on punt returns. Hey, you're talking about Omaha North assistant coach Niles Paul, and then
really?
yeah,
Watch
I
yourself.
think he's coaching at Omaha North. But then also, here's the thing:
Tommy Armstrong's coaching around here, isn't he?
Tommy Armstrong and Alonzo Moore are
At
on
North
Lincoln
Star.
North Star's
North
staff.
Star, that's right.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. We start our high school football next Thursday night is our first game. So next Thursday night, I can tell you the matchup here really quickly. I don't know who's going to be out there with me, but next Thursday night it will be, before we continue, Lincoln East and Kearney at Seacrest Field.
Oh, nice.
Lincoln East and Kearney.
That's a good
Malachi
matchup.
Coleman.
Malachi Coleman.
Hey, there you go.
Jalen Worthley, the Husker baseball commit,
Mhm.
used to be San Jose State commit. Now Husker baseball commit is fighting for the starting quarterback job because
At Kearney?
No, at Lincoln East, because
Oh.
Noah Walters obviously graduated and went to North Alabama, where
Yeah.
Ryan Held is the offensive coordinator.
Ah,
So
Look at you guys and your sports.
how about this?
knowledge.
How about that? Yeah, Sten says on the punt return, it was the loudest he's ever heard Memorial. So we don't care about who wins.
Sorry,
it.
I won't say again. Yeah, I won't say the
They
outcome
lost.
again.
They lost both those Virginia Tech games because
They
Sue got
did.
too good of pressure
They did.
on
Tyrod.
Tyrod in the end. Yeah,
Tyrod was
Taylor.
nice.
Tyrod made it.
Tyrod.
What he
Tyrod.
could have.
say his name right.
During
Has
his reign at
Tyrod's
Virginia
lung
Tech, it's Tyrod.
Fixed, like has Tyrod's lung
Yeah, he's
gotten
fine.
fixed?
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay, good.
speaking of which, I've never seen a quarterback hosed worse than Tyrod Taylor. That's actually the hill that I'm
Right.
going to die on.
With the Bills.
No, with the Chargers. He was the
Oh, with the
starter, and then
Chargers.
someone poked his lung, and he was out for the season. And then they threw in Justin Herbert, and turns out he's pretty good
That
at
was
football.
yeah. That turned out. pretty
Tyrod
well.
Taylor is the
Also with the Bills. That's a good point.
Tyrod
Doc.
Taylor is the quintessential. I will start for 3 or 4 games, and you will have a rookie start, and then they will become really good for a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
He
same
did-
thing
he was
happened with the Bills.
He was with the Bills, then Josh Allen. He was with the Browns, then Baker Mayfield. Granted, that one didn't really work out too
Chargers,
well.
and then it
He
was
with the Chargers,
Herbert.
Justin Herbert. Now he's with who's he with?
Pretty sure he's with the football team.
Who do they have? I don't know who their backup is.
Sam Howell.
Colt
Mhm.
McCoy. No, not anymore.
Taylor Heineke.
Ah,
Yeah,
so whoever
Taylor
Okay.
Heineke's nice.
So if he ends up starting, whoever gets the job
There's-
after him,
there's no
expect
way.
at least 3 good years.
say what you will.
Dude,
Tyrod Taylor was a Pro Bowl.
Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing.
He's with
Tyrod
the
Taylor
Giants.
is with the
Yeah,
Giants.
the Giants.
Who's the Giants?
Danny
Who do they have?
Dimes.
No. Who they probably took someone in the draft.
Wandale.
He's gonna play quarterback.
He's not gonna play quarterback.
Tyrod
but-
Taylor show Wandale everything he knows. That's a good point.
Mondale's
actually.
played every other position, right?
Yeah, might as well play quarterback. Can't be much worse.
Come
than Danny
on,
Dimes.
come on. Hey, Danny Dimes is not bad.
Danny Dimes
Just
is bad.
like you said that. Who else did you say was good the other day? Jared Goff.
I never said Jared Goff is good. I said that the Lions will have over 6.5 wins this year.
That's a bad take.
Not because of Jared Goff.
Who would you rather have, Baker Mayfield or Danny Dimes?
Baker
Neither.
Mayfield.
I'd rather have Tyrod Taylor. Seriously. Tyrod Taylor
Baker Mayfield in a
started for the
heartbeat.
Bills, led them to the playoffs for the first time in 14 seasons, and then was benched immediately.
Who would you rather have?
Same with Tim Tebow. Throw him in the mix too.
Tim Tebow or Danny Dimes?
Tim Tebow won a playoff game. How many times
Are
Danny
you
Dimes won a
kidding
playoff
me?
game? How many playoffs games Danny Dimes won?
I love how that's your go-to. He
Are
won-
you
he-
kidding me? You're
won the
taking
playoff
Danny,
game.
or excuse me, Tim Tebow, MLB baseball player or Major League Baseball player,
Not
Tim
Major League,
Tebow.
he
Minor
never
league,
made-
Minor league, whatever.
I have every jersey that Tim Tebow has ever worn, and none of them are an actual Mets jersey. I have
That's
the
sad.
Syracuse Mets.
Hey, do you know Tim Tebow won less championships than VJ?
Really?
Yeah,
True.
I guess that is true because he won what, 2?
Tim did, yeah.
Oh, nice. I don't know. That is good for
Oh,
BJ.
Ryan from Nashville says Tyrod is trash. Stop.
How'd that work out for you in 08 and 09?
Was his nickname T-Mobile back then?
I don't know.
That's kind
I
of cool.
feel like
That
it
is
was.
cool. T-Mobile.
I think it was.
How would
close.
you
No.
not know?
I don't. You're also no because Boxlander's Frank Beamer.
I don't. I love
What?
Frank Beamer.
Yes.
Don't. When
That's a
would
lie.
I ever?
No,
say
no.
Frank
That's a
Beamer?
lie.
Bach likes Texas.
If there's
Fine, Bach.
if there's one coach that Bach would just adore, it's Frank Beamer.
That is true.
And Bud Foster. That combination.
all right. All right. Respect the Bach in the other studio.
That's unbelievable.
Shout
Hey,
outs to
hey,
Bach.
by the way, Nathan, so part of your responsibility as covering the 2:00 hour is every Tuesday you have something called EAS. And you have to hit it. Right. at the-
Luckily, I'm not in studio today, so
well, that's fine. I'm just
24.50.
I'm telling you right now that there's a time where you have to meet it every Tuesday. And if you don't, your voice just completely cuts out.
Yep.
And you stop.
That's your
So
responsibility now.
here's the thing. Yeah, it's not us because I
'Cause
got
you were looking at.
I
it. You're
sat
getting scared.
I sat down in the studio right before our show and I was like, hey, don't forget, Rico, we got EAS today.
and I look at him, I said, not us.
Not us anymore because we moved to 1 p.m. So
What's the one meme? Not me. Paul Rudd. Look at
That's
us.
Yeah.
oh yeah, look at us. How about us? Here's this.
Not me.
Ohio Husker says this. Nick argued with me last year that Garoppolo was a good quarterback. He still sucks. Garoppolo's serviceable.
Okay, Nick, this is the problem is you always die on these hills by saying the quarterbacks are good.
They're
Serviceable and
serviceable.
good are it's not the same thing.
Is Garoppolo serviceable? Can you win games with Garoppolo?
Yes, but he's not good.
No.
There's a difference.
You can win games in spite of Garoppolo.
bingo. That's what makes him serviceable.
He's serviceable. He is serviceable.
The problem is a player like
Debo
Danny Dimes,
Samuel helps
you
out
can't
big
even
time.
win
Jimmy
despite of him.
Garoppolo is a warm body.
If you put Danny Dimes on the Chiefs, they'd probably win 4 games. He's bad. He's just not good.
Mm. Yeah, well, they don't have a running back right now.
Exactly.
So I mean, there's
They
that.
What were you about to say?
They got Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
No.
Okay.
I like
So-
Clyde.
I mean,
You
he's
can
okay.
like
He's
Clyde, but
good.
you can say he's bad.
Clyde's not bad. He's good.
I mean, he's okay.
He won a national championship.
He did win
And a
national
Super Bowl.
He
championship.
did win. He
And a
did. Yeah,
Super
he
Bowl.
does. Yeah, I mean, is that good for Hall of Fame?
According to Rashawn.
Mark it down.
I don't know. Like I look.
Ask him tomorrow.
Here's the thing. I look at serviceable, and I look at Luke McCaffrey as a quarterback in Nebraska.
what?
Then yeah, your definition of serviceable is absolute garbage.
What the hell are we
There was
doing
that one.
right now?
No, there was that one game that Luke McCaffrey played where it was like
Luke
it was
McCaffrey
against
won
Penn
a
State.
game. Yeah, Luke
It was
McCaffrey
against
won
Penn
a game
State.
against Penn State, a Penn State team
Yeah,
that
with-
couldn't move the ball.
Hey,
to
chill,
save their
chill. Will
lives.
Levis came in for Sean Clifford that game,
Will Levis couldn't pass.
We're counting.
but then he goes
wait,
to
whoa, whoa,
Kentucky
whoa, whoa,
and
whoa.
can.
Let me think about this. We're comparing an NFL starting
No,
quarterback to
no,
a wide receiver
no,
that's transferred
easy.
into Rice.
Easy.
What are we doing?
I'm not comparing them. I'm saying when I think of serviceable, I think of the performances like a Luke McCaffrey had against Penn State.
That's
Luke
not a
McCaffrey-
serviceable
Yeah,
performance.
It is
How is he serviceable?
because you could
They
win a
moved
game.
him to wide receiver.
Hold on, we're gonna.
He's not
look
even a
this up.
quarterback.
That was not that performance may have been serviceable against a absolute garbage team in Penn State, But if he played that exact game against any other team, Nebraska loses by 4 touchdowns.
Who was Penn State's quarterback then? McSorley?
It was so it was Sean Clifford. Then he got benched in the first half for Will Levis. Then Will Levis transferred to Kentucky.
He got benched for a dude that probably attempted 15 passes in that game. He ran the entire time.
Luke McCaffrey in this game went 13 of 21. And I'm not defending Luke McCaffrey. I want to make that very clear. I am not defending Luke McCaffrey as a quarterback.
So Logan Smothers is serviceable then.
Yes. Yes. As of right now, yes.
Watch yourself. Logan Smothers is serviceable.
I'm not saying he is or he's not.
Yes, he is.
That sounds like a Logan Smothers stat line.
You can win a game with Logan Smothers.
Logan Smothers can pass the ball. Luke McCaffrey cannot.
So Luke McCaffrey, 13 of 21, 152 yards, 1 touchdown. Luke McCaffrey rushing the ball, 13 carries, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. That was his game against Penn State.
I'm still not considering him serviceable.
I'm not
he
saying
went to
there's a difference.
Rice.
There is a difference between serviceable and sustainable.
No, you were comparing serviceable and good.
Yeah, I don't know what your serviceable is.
Dude.
You just said that Danny Dimes is good.
No, I never. I did
Check
not.
the tape.
Check the tape. If I said Danny Dimes is good, then I will leave.
That's like saying the corpse of Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl that they won with the Denver Broncos was serviceable.
You watch your mouth. You watch it.
That was a corpse.
You watch it. Brock Osweiler, I don't like using this word very often, but he's the F word. Brock Osweiler is a fraud. Peyton Manning won that Super Bowl. I stand by that. Peyton Manning deserved every single bit of that Super Bowl.
I would say this.
No, look at his stats in the
Thomas
Super Bowl.
and Lincoln says this. Goff is serviceable. Exactly.
He's not good.
I'd put Goff, Garoppolo, Mayfield, maybe not Mayfield, Danny Dimes all on the same level.
I wouldn't put Danny Dimes in that category.
You're saying Garoppolo is better than them?
Yes. Danny Dimes is just bad.
Man.
Like, there are serviceable quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm completely with you on that one. Danny Dimes is not one of those quarterbacks. He's just bad.
Atrocious.
He's just bad.
Okay.
So would you want him on your team?
No.
There's your answer.
That's kind of the serviceable.
That's the serviceable part. If you got a good enough group of guys around him, he can do the job.
Would you take him on your team?
If I had a prime Saquon Barkley that was never had ACL injuries, absolutely, I would be fine. It is, and that's not the world we live in.
No, we're just gonna go with. Who's your favorite NFL team? Just give me a favorite.
I don't have a favorite NFL team. No. I'm a big Josh Allen fan. Like, I love Josh Allen at quarterback.
You got the Bills, current Bills, right now. These Bills, how they are right now. Josh Allen gets hurt. Danny Dimes is the backup. Do you want Danny Dimes playing?
It's like
I'm good.
No. It's like Tannehill in Tennessee now.
I'll take Sam Ehlinger.
It's like Tannehill in Tennessee.
Tannehill's actually good.
Tannehill's pretty good. Tannehill looks really good because he has Derrick Henry and he had AJ Brown.
No, Tannehill's actually good.
Tannehill can make throws.
Tannehill's pretty good.
No, he can make throws. That's why his career got boosted when he went from Miami to Tennessee. Is because you put Derrick Henry in the backfield next to him, you run heavy, and then you ask him to play action pass every 5 plays, and he dumps it off to either Jonnu Smith or he goes up top to A.J. Brown.
Also, that wasn't entirely Tannehill's fault, and I know that Jake's listening right now. The Dolphins are kind of a dumpster fire organization, so I don't think that's entirely Tannehill's fault. Sorry, Jake.
No, with Miami and Tannehill, like, he had Devontae Parker, but they didn't really have a workhorse running back. I like Mike Gesicki a lot. But they don't have a dark horse or not dark horse, a big running back like Derrick Henry. Like, nobody does.
So where do you draw the line at serviceable and good? Name me a quarterback that's better than serviceable and is just good.
Mac Jones.
Derek Carr.
No. Okay.
Derek Carr.
I'll take that. I think that's a good example.
Jimmy G is a step down from Derek Carr, but Jimmy G's a step up from Danny Dimes.
Jimmy G is falling down a flight of stairs from Derek Carr.
Yeah, that might be true.
Eli Manning. And now here's the thing. Jimmy G would have been a heck of a lot worse if he didn't have guys like Raheem Mostert, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle.
If Eli Manning.
Brandon Ayuk.
And Nick Bosa.
That's what I'm talking. Like, Jimmy G, not Jimmy G. The 49ers can win games with Jimmy G because of guys like Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Raheem Mostert. Now, obviously, Mostert's at Miami.
Jimmy G's getting benched for a guy that played half of a season in college.
North Dakota State.
They put their number 3 overall pick on him. Of course. They've invested so much into this guy. Of course they're going to play him. Like, that's so stupid to even think that an organization would draft somebody 3rd overall and then be like, you know what? You're a mediocre quarterback that hasn't really won us anything. So, yeah, we're going to keep with you instead of our 3rd overall pick.
But if you have a serviceable quarterback and you draft a guy 3rd overall who played a half of a season at a Division I AA powerhouse, mind you, but still half of a season, and you have a serviceable quarterback, you can keep your number 3 overall pick on the bench for a couple of years until you feel
what they've done.
He was on the bench for a year, and the only reason he's playing now is because Jimmy G is hot garbage.
That's what they've done. They kept him on the bench, and then they slowly introduced him. They slowly introduced him into packages to where it fit his style.
Aaron Rodgers taking over for Brett Favre was a slow installation of getting
But you're not
used to
saying
that.
Jimmy G is not Brett Favre.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you're saying you have a serviceable quarterback with a defense that is stacked, an offense that has plenty of weapons, where if you are a serviceable quarterback, you should be able to make that work. Jimmy G is garbage. He is not serviceable.
I will say, though, it is unfortunate for Jimmy G because he did take them to the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship game last year, and he's just kind of getting kicked to the curb. Kind of unfortunate for him. But, yeah, he's...
Hold on. Anonymous Cubs fan says, you guys really need to look at Carr's numbers before making such a ridiculous comparison. Carr's a stud. We were not comparing Derek Carr to Jimmy G. I was saying
better.
Derek Carr is much better. Derek Carr, I'm really intrigued by the Raiders this year because now you add Devontae Adams, you add Josh Jacob if he can stay healthy, and you have obviously Darren Waller. And that front four for the Oakland Raiders with Max Crosby is really fun to watch. So here's the thing. I think the Raiders would have potential to win a division, but the AFC West is just so stacked that they could be a 500
That's why
team.
The Colts are going to be the 1 seed in the AFC.
They could be a 500 team this year. The Raiders could be and be a quality football team, but still only be 8-8, or I guess 9-8.
Yeah,
this
Matt
year.
Ryan's going to take you to the number 1 seed. Yeah, go ahead with that.
What do you mean? We got the best running back in the NFL.
All right, we're really late. We got to get to break.
Yeah, we do.
I got
402-464-5685. When we come back, we'll actually be not joined. We're going to do this new thing, Sweet Things by Marcy. We get to taste test some cake, some cupcakes, all the good stuff live on the air. Let you guys know what you need to try. We'll do it every Tuesday, and today's the first day. So we'll talk about that, and then the rest of the way through the show, we'll also talk Husker practice news because there was a press conference today. Not a whole lot was said, but we got a little bit more clarity on the defensive side of the things, so we'll talk about that all and more coming up in a couple minutes. We'll be right back on the Happy Hour.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Join Eric Strickland and Nate Brennan this Tuesday from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park. Admission is free, and you can check out the city's coolest hidden gem and learn a lot, too. That's Tuesday from 2 to 4 p.m. with On the Block at the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame at 500 Charleston Street, just north of Haymarket Park.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
The dog days of summer are here. Is your yard in need of a touch-up as we head into the fall season? August, September, and October are the months for aeration, and Penner Sprinkler and Lawn is the place to call to get the job done right. If you're noticing any issues with your sprinkler system through the hot summer months, they're always a call away, and they're already scheduling installs for sprinkler systems for next year and all other lawn care needs. Call Petter Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken lips. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
People first is more than a nice sentiment. At American Senior Benefits, it's the mission. If you're ready for a career where you can truly put your customers' needs ahead of everything else, this is for you. American Senior Benefits is one of the leading senior market insurance product distributors in the country, and they're looking for high-energy applicants with strong communication skills. Enjoy on-the-job training, a fun work environment, and unlimited income potential. Visit asbmidwest.com to learn more. American Senior Benefits.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Get a lot of advice about self-care these days, but one of the most important self-care steps we can take is making sure we're financially secure later in life. For small steps you can take to save for retirement, visit WeSaySaveIt.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Rico admitted during the break that I was right.
What? About what?
So I found out Rico thinks Trey Lance is going to be bad. Trey Lance will be just fine. He will be fine.
Easton Stick is the best quarterback currently in the NFL. That came out of North Dakota State.
You don't think Carson Wentz will be good?
I think
not going to be good, but you don't think Carson Wentz is better than Easton Stick?
I thought Carson Wentz was the best quarterback in his draft class, and I think he should have gone number one overall. His knees and the rest of his body cannot keep him in the NFL for very much
He was
longer.
an MVP candidate before he got injured.
If he didn't break his leg, and it's the same thing with Derek Carr.
Yeah.
If Derek Carr didn't break his leg, whatever season that was, he wins MVP. If Carson Wentz didn't break his leg, whatever season that was, he wins MVP.
Okay, so moving on here really quickly here in the second segment, we are going every Tuesday. We are going to have some live eating on the air.
You're welcome, world.
And here's the thing, like, of course, Rico and I are super excited about this because food on the air, food at work. But there's a company, Sweet Things by Marcy. Now, if you might have remembered them from DP's show a couple weeks ago, I came in and I downed the carrot cake in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, you didn't let anybody else eat it.
It was delicious. So every Tuesday, we're going to try right here on air some new types of food from Sweet Things from Marcy. By Marcy, excuse me. So once again, if you don't know what it is, made from scratch Southern style desserts.
They are
and
delicious.
What the fabulous Marcy brought in for us today is rum cake and German chocolate cake. And so, Rico, we're going to start with the rum cake probably.
Oh, yeah, I'm starting with the rum cake.
Because I have them both opened up in front of me. Now, if you want to, head over to the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You feel free to ask any questions, 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Yeah, like Rico said, we'll do our best to answer them. So let's dive in to the rum cake. Once again, all of this is made from scratch here. From the ingredients in the rum cake: flour, cornstarch, baking powder, vanilla pudding, butter, sugar, eggs, milk, oil, and most importantly, spiced rum.
All of this by Marcy Haas, the owner. And if you want to get in contact with her, order yourself some cakes, cupcakes. She does a whole bunch of different things. Homemade out of her house. 402-540-6982. Or you go to sweetthingsbymarcy at gmail.com, www.sweetthingsbymarcy.com, and you can check out all of the different things that she makes. They are all delicious. And it's what's more impressive is we talked to her 2 weeks ago before we started doing this. She works a full-time job, and then she goes home and, puts in multiple hours of work to get these cakes ready for whoever orders them. She would prefer, a decent amount of time if you're ordering it for a birthday or for some special event for somebody. A decent amount of time head notice, because as I said, she works a full-time job before she comes back and to her house and works on these cakes.
All
Nick,
right.
how are you doing over there?
So I think DP and Jake gave this to us on purpose, because if they knew that we'd be eating this on air, or if they did it, they'd get the itis. Because here's the thing. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm pretty tired already. And then you put this wonderful thing of goodness in my mouth. And this rum cake is delicious. I don't even know how to explain it, Rico. I mean, the first word that came to my mind, and I know people don't like this word, is moist.
It's buttery.
Yeah, buttery. There he is. The buttery. There it is.
The fork just glides right through it. It like melts in your mouth.
She told us that, so the butter she uses, she told us that in this rum cake, it's extremely buttery. Now we actually know. We didn't get to try it 2 weeks ago when we sat down with her, but now we're actually able to attest that it is delicious.
It's so smooth. The color is beautiful.
The crust is really good too.
I don't really know what else you guys want me to say. I just want to keep eating.
All right, so
that's fantastic.
Yeah, that is amazing. All right, so let's move on. Keep the show on the road here.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the show on the road.
Next up
is German chocolate cake. And Rico is about to show the stream once again, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
I'm trying not to drop it on the keyboard.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Let us know if you have any questions. So in this German chocolate cake, in the actual cake, obviously flour, sugar, eggs, butter, baking soda, baking powder, German chocolate, and buttermilk. In the frosting, that is also homemade. It's a coconut pecan frosting. And once again, Rico showed the stream, and it's sitting here in front of me, so we're going to take a bite real quick.
Looks fantastic. What is the difference between like German chocolate and everybody else's chocolate? That is a question that I need answered for me.
That'd be a question for Marcy.
It would be. Is
Once
it
again,
just that chocolate just comes from Germany?
Maybe. No way. No way. I said maybe like I would, I'd agree with you. No way. Jory says on the text line, so much for any diet. Haha. Thank you. Headhunter says you need to call this segment Getting Thicker with Thickless. Thomas and Lincoln says, I think German chocolate is more rich. See, Qdoba guy with a great idea. Now, we're not offering this. Qdoba guy says, screw the video stream. I'm coming to the station.
Don't come to the station because I'm not going to share with you.
Yeah, we're not going to have any left.
Like I said, what you got to do, Sweet Things by Marcy. You head over to www.sweetthingsbymarcy.com. Order yourself some delicious cake. My goodness, this stuff is amazing. And get like I said, cakes, cupcakes.
Okay.
I think she does cookies as well. Like she does a little bit of everything. And like I said, it's all homemade. Lots of love put into these. So oh my goodness, I can't.
Here's the thing, Rico. We both, at least maybe I am for sure, not huge coconut people, but in this frosting, there is it's just a hint. It's not overpowering. And I think that's what's so great, because a lot of times when you get cakes or you have frosting on something, it can be overpowering. It can take over the cake. And this frosting, it's like a good accessory to the actual cake. The cake stays the main focus, but the frosting is just an accessory.
The frosting is so sweet. You can still look, if you're a fan of coconut, you can still taste the coconut.
It's just a hint.
Nick said, we're not the biggest fans of coconut, but this is fantastic. Like I said, super smooth, super sweet. I can't talk right now because I'm trying to finish eating it right now, and I apologize.
Like you at first you get the taste of coconut, which is good. Like I said, it's not overpowering. And then you start to chew it and savor it, and it's the taste of pecan. It's like little crumbles of pecans. And it's delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and close this one up after one more bite.
I gotta stop eating that on there.
Okay. So once again,
thank you, Marcy.
Yeah, we're gonna enjoy this one. Once again, we'll do this every Tuesday. We're gonna try 2 new things from Sweet Things by Marcy. And I want you guys to head over there as well. Sweet Things by Marcy. Marcy Haas, the owner. You can give her a call, 402-540-6982 if you want to pick anything up, or head over to sweetthingsbymarcy.com, or you can email her at sweetthingsbymarcy@gmail.com. Now, if you forget any of those, if you go home, talk to whoever you live with and see if they want to order something, we will post that all the contact information on our podcast page and on our social media probably. And we'll definitely clip this and we'll tag them in the video. So head over to our social media, head over to theticketfm.com on the podcast page and find this segment's podcast, and we'll have the contact information for Marcy Haas, the owner of Sweet Things by Marcy. Once again, we tried the rum cake and the German chocolate cake today. And man, I cannot wait till this commercial break to finish eating them, and for next Tuesday, because it's going to be this is going to be fun.
I wonder what she brings us next.
Yeah, so big thanks to Marcy for hooking us up, and we can't wait till next Tuesday. All right, it's time to get to Husker football talk. So we'll do that coming up in the next couple minutes. You're listening to the Happy Hour on The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
2-1 count, and that's a deep drive into the gap. Smith rounding first base. It's a stand-up double.
Hey, Nick, speaking of doubles, did you know Wings and Rings has 2 ways to enjoy their next-level food?
Rico, we're in the middle of a game.
The game can wait, Nick. One way is to stop by one of their Lincoln locations. They have 2 great locations at O Street, Meridian Park, and 40th and Old Cheney in Williamsburg Village.
You said 2 ways. What's the other way?
You can order online at wingsandrings.com.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch, free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back in the future. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go.
Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Book your appointment today at nebraskaautodetail.com.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at freedomandlaw.com today.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here on the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Enrico back with you here. Just a friendly reminder before we get to a Husker football discussion. On the Block with Eric Strickland and Nathan Brennan will be live today from the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame from 2 to 4 p.m. It's free admission. Come see one of the best hidden gems in Lincoln, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street. You can come learn about all the great athletes in the past in Nebraska and what makes them Hall of Famers and see who is there from your own town. And there's tons of interactive screens and displays. Once again, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame will be broadcasting live from 2 to 4 there with Strick and Nate. Coming up just in a couple minutes, we'll send it over there to those guys just north of Haymarket Park. All right, Rico.
Nick, are you in there?
No, unfortunately.
Neither am I.
You know, it's probably a couple years still till they
finally
consider my stint at Pius.
I was telling Bach, I'm a 2-time state runner-up. So I mean,
well, then you should just be there.
I should at least be on the ballot.
You look at like a guy like Strick and what he did in high school, and then you look at a guy like me and what I did in high school, and you understand what it takes to be a Hall of Famer, and you realize that you were not a Hall of Famer.
If you look at both of our careers, they're similar, but very different.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, me and Strick both went to Bellevue West, and I think that's where the similarities end.
That's it. That's all of it. Okay, so a couple of Husker notes before we get out of here. So it seems like Shenander talked today. Bill Bush talked today. We asked Bill Bush, first of all, just a quick note on special teams. Asked Bill Bush of who are some guys that are standing out on special teams right now. He mentioned 2 names right off the bat without even thinking: Chris Kolarvik and Ramir Johnson. Now, this is the 3rd time so far that we've heard Ramir Johnson's name pop up in special teams.
Ramir Johnson, very heavily involved in the special teams aspect of things.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to think about that because it's hard not to think of Ramir Johnson as that running back last year who started out at the 5th string, but now here he is, frontline blocker for kickoff units and moving to the slot or a little bit of wide receiver as well for this offense. So it seems like Ramir Johnson's going to have a big role in this year's special teams. Additionally, Devin Drew will be traveling to Ireland. Now, will he be able to play? Who knows? But he will be traveling to Ireland. So Shenander said that he's been kind of catching up at a faster pace than they thought originally that he would help out or join with. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, Rico. I want to switch to the offensive side of the ball for a moment. Because I am truly fascinated by this starting quarterback competition. I have
is it a competition? I mean, a couple weeks ago we heard
exactly
from Mark Whipple. We heard from Scott Frost how it's Casey Thompson is number 1 quarterback. It's his job to lose, and I don't think we've heard the thing is going around social media right now. I don't think we've heard from any of the coaches saying that Chubba Purdy is pushing Casey Thompson for that starting role.
Yeah,
but it seems as if a lot of Twitter insiders are saying that Chubba Purdy is pushing Casey Thompson for the starting role.
It is just weird. There's a weird feeling around the program, I think, that Chubba is contending with Casey neck and neck. And I think that there's a way here, and we have to understand this, and it's okay that it's this way. There's a way here that Casey Thompson starts the season at quarterback, but we see Chubba Purdy as well.
Yeah.
And the reason that I think this is fine also, Casey Thompson just has more Power 5 experience, right? When we talk about the starting quarterback and why Casey Thompson would have the edge, we initially right away go to, all right, he has the most Power 5 experience. We saw what he did at Texas. And then you compare it to Chubba Purdy's statistics back at Florida State, and he played against a small school and had a decent game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you also have to remember that your new offensive coordinator did recruit Chubba Purdy to attend Pitt and played against him, coached against him for the one season that he was at Florida State.
That's true.
And Whipple was at Pitt. So he has a more intimate knowledge of Chubba Purdy than anybody else on the staff, and he has a more intimate knowledge of Chubba Purdy than he does of Casey Thompson. But as you said, with the Power 5 experience that Casey Thompson has and the numbers that he put up in his years down at Texas, it's kind of hard to kind of brush that to the side.
Yeah, so I think that there's a way that Nebraska and what was interesting about Saturday's press conference and conversation with Scott Frost was that he said something along the lines of, after our scrimmage on Sunday, he will have a very good feeling about where the depth chart is, how the depth chart's going to shake out. And I wanted to talk kind of like, we don't have time, unfortunately, but tomorrow we can talk about, are there pros or cons to releasing the depth chart at all? What are the cons if Nebraska names their starting quarterback right now? What are the pros to that? And I think immediately the pros are complete transparency, right? You know who's the leader. Bill Bush said today that the kickers, the punters, the kickoff teams know who they are if they're going to be the starter.
I want to say that the team knows who the starter is going to be. The
And maybe
coaches know who the starter is going to be. They just haven't released it. I mean, that, like you said, that's a pro. A con would be Northwestern just has to prepare for one quarterback.
So Corey and Lincoln says this, and I don't want to speculate. He says, hasn't the talk coming out of Sunday's scrimmage been that Casey is clearly the starter? I think the competition talk has died down. I heard the complete opposite this morning. I heard that both guys did not have a good scrimmage on Sunday. Now, once again, don't want to speculate on anything, but there is I think that there's a solution here to where Nebraska goes out and leads with Casey Thompson, rightfully so. But I don't think Chubba Purdy's as far as many people think behind. That'll do it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Talk to you guys later. See ya.
Adios.
This is